Hi, everybody. How are you? Someone last time asked me how to pronounce my name, and I realized that when I do not saying my name, so it's Ariane Zurcher. And welcome to my YouTube channel. On the other hand, I hope everybody's okay and keeping safe-ish. How are all of you? There aren't many. I did this very impromptu. I was starting to record a Cast-On Bullion Rose, and then I thought, I'm just going to do a live stream because it seems like sometimes when I record how to do something, people have lots of questions, and live streaming is such a great way to both demonstrate the whatever it is, and also to get the questions right then and there, and I can then answer them as we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn all of you around, and we will, I'll start demonstrating the Cast-On Bullion Rose, which is really similar to the Bullion Rose. Same idea. All right, so I'm going to try to do this without disconnecting anyone. Let's see, and I have to move this away. And let's see, I gotta turn you guys around. There we are. So what I've got going here is I've got my piece here that I've been working on. And for those of you who have been following me along with this, it's gone through quite a few different iterations, or struggles, I guess I should say, not iterations. All right, so here are my Cast-On Bullion Roses. This is using a House of Embroidery number 8 weight thread. And then this morning I was taping my Cast-On Bullion Rose using a 5 weight. This is Steph Francis, the most gorgeous variegated colors. This one. Steph Francis, it's a pearl cotton number 5. Hi, Sally. I'm so glad to see you. Everyone's been very quiet so far, but there aren't that many of you yet. I did this so last minute, and I'm so happy that any of you were able to come and join me. With everything being so, I'm getting caught up in my tripod here. Hi, how are you? So you're saying good day. I'm thinking you're from Australia. Hi, Paula. You never, as I never get them round. Okay, well, we'll do it. So I'm going to put you on my tripod here. And hi, Sandy. How are you? I missed you. I didn't see you saying hi. Oh, okay. You're in New Zealand. So I can't get the circles to close. Okay, so we'll talk about all of that. I'm so glad. As I said, I was demonstrating it, and then I thought, I'm going to do it live. Just bought a lot of Steph Francis thread. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, if I don't answer you or say hi, not New Zealand. Yeah. I knew that, I guess. Did I know that? I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Oh, good. Okay, Kathleen. All right. So here we have it. This is, I said, number 5 weight, number 8 weight, pearl cotton, number 5 with the Steph Francis. This is House of Embroidery. I thought I'd go now and do a 5 weight. This is Fiber on a Whim. Oh, love all those green tendrils. Thank you. Are you talking about these, Sandy? These are my, yeah, these bullion knots that I kind of went nuts with. Yes. Oh, good. going into my cheesecloth. So this was sent to me by Fiber on a Whim, and which I thought was so sweet of them. And so I haven't used it, and I thought I'd test it out. They give very generous yardage, Fiber on a Whim, 25 yards, and this they're calling, I don't know why I'm holding it upside down, persimmon. It's their size 5 pearl cotton. So let's give it a shot because the persimmon is very, very close to what I've got going here. So I'm going to go ahead, pull back a little bit, and I thought I would do one sort of here because it is a different size. I'm going to start with my 2 parallel centers. And what I do is just, if you've done a bullion rose, it's the same concept. I'm just doing 2 parallel lines, which you can see are these, but I'm doing it as a cast on. So I'm not going to do many, especially since it's a size 5 pearl cotton. So let's see, maybe 4 or 5. I'll do 5. Now, I don't know if this is a left-handed thing or not, but I do this with my... Hi, Sharon! Oh, how nice to see you from Spain. I'm pulling this around, and I don't know if that's something that left-handers need to do to keep this ridge upright. So you know the ridge is going like this instead of going under, twisting under. But that's what I do, and it's something I sort of figured out trial and error, and it works. But I don't know if it works for right-handed. So for those of you who are right-handed, if you do the same, maybe you could just say that. If you don't, and you find that the ridge always stays upright for you, then that would be good to know, because then that's a little hack for left-handed people only. So again, I'm going to do my next parallel line here, right? And I'm going to do the same amount of stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I'm going to put that that thread around that, in back of that needle, to ensure that my ridges don't twist under on me. This was kind of a game changer when I discovered that that actually made a difference, because I couldn't figure out why my stitches, my ridges, were turning under or sometimes were twisting. And when I started doing that with my needle, it changed everything. With my thread, it changed it. Hi, Donna, for right-handers also. If not, they get squiggly. You realize all of us right-handers are forever ruined watching everything seen by lefty. And that's how it was for me for so long until I started this channel. I was ruined by watching all these right-handers. Oh my gosh. Well, I totally sympathize, and I also get it, and it's kind of funny. So now I can say the things that people would say to me. Oh, just do it with a mirror. Oh, just turn the video upside down. It was like, I know that's supposed to be helpful. All right, so I'm going in here. Here's the thing about this. I don't have a formula when I do my next, what would be a petal, right? But I tend to, and again, I think it's because I'm left-handed, so if you're right, you might want to come up on this side. I tend to come up on the left, just above, in the upper portion, and I go... So, here are my 2 parallel bits, and I'm coming in right here, not half, but just up, so sort of a third. Then I'm coming down, not halfway, because halfway would be actually sort of more like this. I'm coming in just a little above the halfway, so maybe a third of the way, I guess. I don't know. I don't really, I've never really mapped it out. Oh, hello, Loretta. Nice to see you. No, I've just gotten started. She wrote, I thought maybe I was going to be too late. Okay, so does that make sense to everyone, where I'm going in with my needle and coming out? And so now I'm going to do my cast-ons. And this time I'm going to do more than 5, I'm probably going to do more like, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I kind of eyeball it to see, does that look like it's going to cover it? And I think it will. So I'm going to, again, with my thread behind, and then I'm going to pull this through, in at 5 and out about 10. In at 5. Okay, well, so of course I've turned mine a little, Sandy. So I would have said 11 o'clock. Well, no, I guess that's 10. Maybe more like 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock, right? If I hold it this way, clock face, right. 6, 7, 8, so 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock, something like that. So I'm going to anchor this down. When I anchor it down, I'm then going to come up right here. Not at the end, but just in a little bit, right? Oh boy, that's Merlin, and he is not happy with me because I shut the door. All right, so now I'm at about 1 o'clock, and I'm going to go to about 6 o'clock, if that makes sense. And I'm going to have to get Merlin because he's having a temper tantrum. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oops, just kicked the tripod. Hey, Merlin, come on. Come on, I know. I hate when I shut the door on you. He hates that. The minute I shut the door, then he wants to come in. Of course, if I had shut the door, he'd have absolutely no interest in coming in at all. But that's the way he is, kind of contrary. Okay, so I can't remember how many cast-ons I did there, but I'm just going to wing it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sally, are you coming out at same hole as you're going in? No, but very close. And you certainly could. And here's do you see his paw? He is right on top of things. Merle, come on, move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 10. I'm going to do 11. I'm going to do 12. Wrap my thread back around. And then I have to pull this so that I have enough. Well, I'm going to have to pull the camera back just so you can see what Merlin's doing because he's just pretty much on top of things. All right, so there it is. I'm going to anchor it, and then I'm going to come right back here, just in a little bit. So I'm at, what, 5 o'clock? And now I'm coming to maybe 9 o'clock, something like that. Maybe that's, Merlin, look at him. Do you see him? And he's just on top of it enough to actually cause problems. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Okay, I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to do my cast-ons again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When you're done, do you mind holding the whole cloth up to see, please? Yes, I will, Sharon. Thank you for asking that. I will definitely do that because I sometimes forget to do things like that. Okay, so here we go. And have you decided what you're going to stitch over the stripe section yet? No, I haven't. And you can see that I've kept the t-shirt there pinned and haven't done anything. And I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, so here we go with this. I'm going to have to move you, Merle. Come on, sweetie. So Merlin's pushing everything. I'm sorry about this. Oh, honey, stop. All right, so here's my petals, and now I'm going to go around from whatever that is, like basically the 6 o'clock position to the 11 o'clock. Hurry up, the suspense is killing me. Okay. I'll have to do a live stream where I figure it out because I have no idea. So this is a little bit, I want to go a little bit less. I don't want halfway. I want a little less than halfway. All right, I'm going to do another, and then I'm going to have to, I may have to get more thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm going to do 13. I think I'm going to do 14. As you can see, I'm kind of increasing these by a little bit each time. But again, I don't have a specific formula that I follow. I really, it just kind of depends on what I'm doing, where I'm going, what the thread is, what the weight of the thread is. Those are all kind of the factors that I keep in mind. This could have been maybe a little bit less. Do you see how it's kind of pushing out a bit? So I might have done better going maybe 12 or 13, but I'm going to make it work. So I'm anchoring my thread, and now I'm coming back. The only thing that I consistently do is where I'm coming up here with my needle, just in from the end, and then even where I go back down to will change as this gets larger. So I'm going to come down to maybe here this time. And of course, I have to increase my cast-ons as I go around because this area is getting larger, right? Does that make sense? I've got a little 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I've just undone it. 13. I'm going to do 14. I think I'll do 15. This one. I'm wrapping my thread around the back of the needle. And I'm having to rethread that. And I'm going to pull this through as best I can. Okay, totally makes sense. Good. And now I just want to make sure that my thread goes the right way around this rose. And I'm not doing myself any favors by trying to tussle with this bit of thread instead of just saying, okay, I need to thread a new one. So from Chile, hi, Maria. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here. That's lovely. I love that we have such an international group. So we've got Australia, we've got Chile, we've got Canada, we've got, of course, the US. Anyone else? So you can see how it's going. Now, I can keep going. Obviously, with the size 8, I did more rounds because it's a lighter weight. It's a thinner thread. With the 5 weight, I might do one more, sort of going here to here. And the UK. Yes, I forgot about the UK. How lovely. So I think I'll do one more here. And I have to end this. I've shown all of you how I end the USA, yes, which is where I am in New York City. So when I do this, I do go ahead and knot it. I don't have to. I could just weave it in here or just pull it through a bunch of these and then just cut it off. I don't really worry at this point about a knot because it's not like there's not a lot of bulk here, you know? So it's not like it's a tea towel or something and I'm doing very delicate stitching. I mean, it's, you know, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm going to do one more here. And I'm not going to give myself a lot of thread because I just want, I think, one or maybe two more cast-ons. And I'm going to do my quilter's knot. And I'm going to, again, come right up here. Not at the end, but just in from the end, sort of tucked under, right? The petals kind of tuck under each other. And then I'm going to go maybe to here. I don't want half, just a little bit in from halfway. And is that a tulip needle? No, I believe this is one of Sue Spargo's Milner's. And I'll show you the difference. Let me just finish this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think maybe 15 this time. See if that, I'm sure that'll be enough. And then I'm going to anchor it, and I'll do one more here. And then I'll show you the difference between this Milner's that I'm using and a tulip. All right, let me get all this thread out of here. Merlin is right here, like 4 inches away, just out of camera. You know, he does that, just out of camera range, but very close. 12, 13, 14, 15. Someone was asking about twisting, and I wondered whether they were doing the tension of their cast-ons, keeping them the same. I've noticed that if my tension isn't the same, and I keep it pretty taut, I can get some twists. I don't know if others have had that issue or not, but if I keep my tension pretty much the same as I'm casting on, I don't get those twists. So there it is. And now I could keep going, you know, I'm going to stop, but I could keep going if I wanted. Is there a way to fix it if you get too many loops without ripping it out?